Pleased to meet you. This is Fixed and Folded, the knife review channel for the casual knife reviewer. My name is Cody. My Skeletor riding panther over there is Tommy. And we're going to be reviewing the Benchmade Adamas. This is the coolest knife I have in my collection, probably, in my opinion. Just the design just screams awesome. 1980s movie soldier combat commando knife style. And surprisingly, it's also, not only does it look really cool, but it can perform pretty well, and it's surprisingly comfortable to handle too. So you have a nice blocky slabs of contour G10, really smooth, but also secure with some jimping and some slashes and holes for the combination of function and cool looks. Even though these look pronounced, they're smoothed a little bit, so they're not sharp. You can comfortably wield this with a bare hand and also have a secure grip with gloves. At first I wanted to not like this knife. I bought it a couple years ago and it's around $400, $425 Canadian, and that's pricey for a casual knife collector. So I returned it a couple days later thinking, man, this is just too expensive for, a knife I'm probably not going to use very much. But I kept thinking about it, and a year later after that, I bought it again, and I've been happily keeping it. It has a saber grind and an unsharpened swedge. And I didn't think this was going to be a good performer because it's a relatively thick blade stock and kind of a mid-angle grind, but it does slice surprisingly well, and it does pierce surprisingly well. It kind of looks blunt, but it performs well good job for the designers to get the sharp secondary bevel nice and good angle, and it performs surprisingly well. The blade is CPM crew wear, which is awesome. It's not a stainless steel, but it's tough and it holds an edge, so it's a super steel for sure. Comes with one of my favorite Benchmade clips, the butterfly clip. It's called the butterfly clip because it has a logo of a butterfly on it. My camera's not going to focus. There it is. And perfectly comfortable in the hand. It's almost a deep carry, but this area protrudes from the pocket. I'll do a pocket test, and I'll do a measurement here of blade length and handle length. Blade length is 3.75 inches unsharpened and 3.5 inches sharpened. Thank you for assisting me, Battle Cat. You can go now. Handle length is about 5 inches in total, and grip area is 4.25 inches. I have extra large hands, 3.5 inches finger width and 4.5 inches palm width, and it fits comfortably with plenty of extra real estate. So someone with double XL hands wearing gloves can still comfortably hold this, securely hold it. Deployment of the blade, the action is very smooth. With your axis lock here, you can slow roll it, you can flip it, you can even thumb flick it. Very fidgety, perfect centering, great fit and finish. I'd say appropriate for the price of around $425 when you combine the styling with the utility and the super steel and the fit and finish, the action. I'd say it's actually worth the price. A lot of people are unhappy with Spyderco and Benchmade pricing. They call it butterfly tax and spider tax, but to get things largely made in America and the designs of these is oftentimes, for a knife guy, worth the price. So long as you go to a store and handle one and make sure that the blade's centered, or it can be centered if you adjust the pivot screw, then Yeah, it can be a good value or a fair value. I'll do a pocket test here. So I have 511 strike pants with front pockets that you can use exclusively for knives or tactical flashlights. And it fits comfortably in there with about 3/4 of an inch left over. Just easily reach in and grab it. With the pocket clip, I haven't loosened my pocket clip to make it easy there. Oh, it's almost a full deep carry, just a tiny bit showing, and easy to take out. I'll do a sitting test on here to see if it's comfortable to sit with, and it is. There's a lot of extra space here before it digs into my hip, so everyday carry ability is very good, surprisingly good with this knife, with this large to extra large size knife. Going to compare it with another extra large Benchmade, the Presidio 2. Dimension wise, very similar. This is on the heavy side, even though you do have these big holes to lighten some weight. This does feel heavy, but in equal measure it feels secure and solid. So it's I definitely don't feel like the weight is inappropriate for the design of the knife. This is much lighter, and I'll do a review on this knife later. But yeah, you can see this is on the chunky side for pocket carry, but it still manages to be like a masterpiece of design in all areas. Measure it against a full-size knife, which is a Griptilian Freak paramilitary 2 size CJRB Riff. You can see that there's a little bit more hand real estate available here, and you've got a longer blade. And compared with a medium-sized knife, the Cold Steel Verdict, which is comparable in size to the Benchmade Bug Out, you can see the comparison of size there. So what do I think of this knife overall? It's a masterpiece of styling, materials, fit and finish, implementation, design, practicality, utility. This is just a masterpiece knife. So there you go, Benchmade Adamas. Give it a A+. I guess the only downside is that it's not cheap. It's about $425 Canadian, so it's a significant price for a significant knife. Okay, that concludes my review of the Benchmade Adamas. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.